We're still in in the Bible story. We're in book volume 3 by Arthur S Maxwell. Uh, the other stories was kind of short, and this one might be too. But they're kind of short because they're really, I think they're sad because this one, just the talk right here at the top makes I know what it's about. All right, part 3, story 6, Saddest Little Girl. There have been many sad little girls in the world, but this story is about the saddest of them all. We do know her name. We don't know her name. We do not know her name, only that she was the daughter of a man called Zephaniah, Zeph, Zephah, Zephanath, Jeff, Jeff, Jephthah, Jephthah, one of the men whom God raised up to help Israel after the death of Gideon. She was his only child, for Jephthah thought her mighty, though a mighty man of valor, had no sons, only one daughter. Although she had no brothers or sisters, I am sure she loved her daddy very much, and knew he dearly loved her. Maybe like all little girls, she dreamed that someday, when she was grown up, she would get married, have boys and girls of her own. Somehow, that would make up for feeling so lonesome as a child. Well, one day when her daddy went off to fight the Amorites, he was threatened to take away, who had threatened to take away much of Israel's land. He was he made a strange vow. He promised the Lord that if he should win the battle, he would give him the first thing that came out of the house to meet him on his return. Of course, he expected that it would be one of the animals which, in those days, for safety's sake, people kept in their homes. He thought it might be a lamb or a kid or a calf, which he would be gladly offer up as a burnt offering. Imagine his feelings when returning from victory over the Ammonites. Yeah, Ammonites. He saw coming towards him was not an animal, but his own precious daughter. And all the time he wondered, have at any other time he would have been overjoyed to see her. She looked so sweet and pretty with her tambourine in her hand, dancing down the hillside towards him, singing for joy like all the other girls who loved their daddy. But poor Zephaniah was heartbroken. To his amazement, he burst into tears and tore his clothes, as people did in those days when they were very upset about something. And of course, it has a picture of a girl running. And it looks like I might have to put a warning on it. Okay. So he was very upset. Okay? And then she asked, "What's the matter, Daddy?" I can hear her saying, "Aren't you glad to see me?" Then he told her about the vow that he made and how he never dreamed that she would be the one that come and meet him. I imagine they cried and cried on in each other's arms. Of course, he couldn't offer up his daughter as a burnt offering, but he had to keep his vow to give her to the Lord. His friends would have thought him very wicked if he had broken his word. So he said she must never marry, but serve the Lord as a little girl, as a single girl, all her life. It is very hard. It was very hard for her to take. She had so wanted to have these boys and girls of her own that she had dreamed about. Now she never could. With some of her girlfriends, she went into the mountains and cried about it. Together they stayed for 2 long, dreary months. Afterwards, she came home again. They came to talk and weep with her 4 days every year. That's why I think she was the only one of the saddest little girls in history. I don't think that's what it said, but I do know she did disappear for a while and did cry. But I don't think that's correct. But she never, according to this, she never married, and she just came completely devoted to God. All right, that is another short one. Huh? There must be short ones here. Okay, we'll stop and get ready for the next one. See what's next. That was story 6. They seem to be short, but they have powerful meaning being so short. Though. Think about it.